That's twice now. Set an example.
Lord Serpent, a rider! Lord Genji!
You're one of Otomo's men.
I had to warn you, Lord. We are betrayed.
By Otomo?
Even now, he comes for you. The wolf. He has joined with the wolf.
And Shinja. Where's Shinja? To your posts! Otomo, Otomo, Otomo. Why are you so eager to die? I would have let you live another year, perhaps even 2.
Point and shoot.
For the Serpent.
What's up guys, welcome back, Alex here from Again Therapy, and well, as you can see, the introduction tradition was thrown under the bus in this specific map, and I think it's probably because it's pretty clear what we're up against. And to see the bigger picture, we need to remember what happened in the last map. Before Shinja executed that peasant in the ending cutscene, he said that Otomo is making his way towards Serpent home to dethrone Kenji. He also informed Shinja that the Wolf Clan is going to stand by Otomo's side, and thus we have a situation where we need to face both the Dragon and the Wolf Clan.
Point the way. Fight through to Serpent home. A prize for the man who takes Otomo's head.
Now, normally I would think that Kenji will be informed about Otomo's betrayal by Shinja, but in actuality it was one of the bandits that was under Otomo's command, which kind of makes little sense for the existence of this whole scene with Shinja and the peasant, other than maybe to urge him to track back to Serpent home and save Kenji. But in all honesty, I think that Shinja is the real star of this map, and he's really the lifesaver.
Alright. For the Serpent. Serpent.
Now, I already have Shinja joining the battle, but what I wanted to mention is the fact that there are 2 ways for Shinja and the Necromancer to join me. The first one, and probably the more obvious choice to get him, is simply by starting the map passively somewhere and just wait for him to arrive. The second option is to take initiative and attack Otomo's main base. Thing is that since the death of Kenji's father and the separation of the Serpent clan, Shinja hated Otomo's guts, because Otomo preferred to go back to the origin of the Serpent clan, which is the Dragon clan. And that results in a rebellion against the Serpent and consequentially against Shinja, who was the leader of the clan back then. So all that history between the two builds a solid ground for Shinja to hold a grudge against Otomo. And that brings us here, where Shinja is eager to confront Otomo. So by the game's logic, the closer you get to Otomo's location, which is his keep, the faster you get to receive Shinja. Doing so will obviously result in saving a lot of time and reinforcing yourself in an earlier stage of the map. I can tell right away that the Necromancer is going to play a huge role in this map and probably in the maps to come, because seriously, this guy is like a one-man army. I think that if you give him an opening to a base and let him murder enough peasants, you've got a winning situation on your hands.
Very well.
Yes, Lord. So clever. I'll have your head.
You die today, Otomo! Point and shoot! Come out, you madman! Face me!
I never really liked the idea that I'm killing Otomo, because he actually represents something noble in this game.
I follow. Yes, master.
Let's cause some trouble. It shall be done.
Serpent. Yes, my lord. Serpent.
Point the way. Let's go. Let loose! You may! Point the way.
Now, I have tried several approaches towards this map, but they were either failures or took a huge amount of time. At first I tried to hit the wolf base that is above my starting location, and I might have succeeded in destroying them, but the real difficulty for me was the Dragon Clan, because much to my surprise they just spammed Dragon Spirit from the Dragon Monument whenever I tried to attack them. And all that came out as a huge waste of time, so I forfeited that idea.
With pleasure.
So after facing that, I figured that maybe it would be a good idea to attack the Dragon Clan first, that is located south of my starting location. And guess what? I managed to destroy that base and build my own in their stead. But unfortunately the Dragon Clan still caused trouble alongside the Wolf Clan, because I was exposed from every direction. And you already know how much I hate fighting on two fronts, and that's exactly what happened to me.
Yes.
Interestingly enough, they always had very coordinated attacks.
Moving like a bullet.
Serpent.
So after going through all that trouble, the only option I thought I should go with was to invade the main dragon base, which is where Otomo and his keep are located. Now, this is not the first time I'm trying to invade his main base, because last time I managed to defeat Otomo, and before taking a breather in between attacks, I just rushed towards the Wolf Clan and got backstabbed in the base. Needless to say that I lost the base, but I also didn't have any peasant left to rebuild myself.
Yes, sir.
All that brings me to where I am right now. The lesson I have learned from all those attempts is that by no means should I be too hasty on this map. I think that you need to have a plan before you start going through it. In my case, I should probably finish off the dragon's main base. Then I should start building myself, and after I have a firm foot on the ground, I can start executing the rest of the bases.
Immediately. Certainly. Immediately. Let's cause some trouble. Like a bullet.
Yes, my lord. Yes, sir. Moving, Master.
Now, the thing that makes this map so difficult is the fact that I need to face 4 bases overall.
Moving, Master.
There are 2 dragon bases and 2 wolf bases. I personally found the dragon clan more troublesome to deal with, especially their samurais that commit mass seppukus that just ends the existence of my army. So naturally the first thing I want to do is to deal with the remaining dragons, because oddly enough, even though I just finished their main base, they can develop their secondary base into a main one.
As you wish.
Load it up.
Moving, Master. With great haste. Yes, my lord. Moving, Master.
Point and shoot.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you have noticed, but this part of the campaign is like super unfair in comparison to the Dragon campaign. Just try to remember that when you go through the betrayal phase in the Dragon campaign, you go after Shinja because he killed Otomo and betrayed you, resulting in 2 Zen Masters taken out of your bag and thrown out of the window. On the other hand, we have Otomo's betrayal that results only in losing him from my overall heroes collection. We still have Shinja alive, and additionally to that we have another Zen Master that we picked along the way, the Necromancer.
Great haste.
Die. Charge. Forward. Victory.
You can argue that we had the Dragon Monument that can act as a super weapon that can break armies apart, but I never found the monument as practical as I'd like to, so I still think it's unfair. Not to mention the fact that I could get both Vatkin and Budo earlier in the game, while on the other hand I could get only Ara or Garen in the Dragon campaign. Although Ara specifically is certainly better than both Budo and Vatkin combined, but that's just me.
Serpent.
I serve, Master.
Yes, sir.
One thing I'd like to mention without a regard to anything that I've said before is about time distribution. The vibe that I got from this map is that you should make every second count, at least at the starting phase of this map. So one optional way to save some precious moments is by skipping the cutscene at the beginning. You can see how significant it is by the number of peasants that you will have at the start of the map. If you choose to skip it, you will have a peasant or 2,
Yes.
but if you choose to see through it all, you will have 5 or 6 of them.
With pleasure. Point the way. Yes.
great haste. Yes, my lord. Moving, master. Serpent.
For you, I serve.
Death
Yes,
taste. In due time.
With pleasure.
You know, I think that I need to make a decision and attack before I get overrun.
for you,
Attack! Moving. All right.
In due time. If you insist.
All right. For the Serpent. Die. All right. Yes. For the Serpent.
I serve, Master. The plan. I obey.
Missed that one.
I thought that Kenji would be enough, but I guess I'll have to train a few more bandits and back him up.
Very well.
Like a point and shoot. Point the way. My sights.
Yes.
Point and shoot.
Moving, Master.
There should be a house over here, and I'll send the necromancer to raise undead units.
Nice.
Victory! Crush them! Cut them down! Good.
Well, I get this impression that the Dragon Clan is permanently dead.
Yes, sir. Serpent.
Yes.
Immediately. Certainly. In my sights.
Oh, it looks like the Wolf Clan sent reinforcements, but unfortunately for the Dragon Clan, they came too late.
Hunt our enemies.
Of course, sir.
Yes.
Serpent.
Very well. In due time. Very well. Very well.
A backup for a backup. I'll have to circle around with my necromancer.
If you insist. As you wish. Very well. Very well. As you wish. In due time. Very well.
They shouldn't pose much of a threat for my watchtowers, which I need to man with a cannoneer,
Yes.
and I should probably have Kenji by them as well.
The Serpent commands.
Point the way.
Yes, Lord.
Let's wreak some.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. All right.
Done. Of course.
Okay, so now that the Dragon Clan is dead, the Wolf Clan will get my utmost attention. Now I need to take into account that they have two bases, but I guess I'll take one big army that will handle both of them. any other units that are effective against buildings. That is why it's important for me to have a raider tagged along, because I want to burn their buildings really fast and move on to the next base. But I did mention that the raiders have a poor health pool, so I hope that the geishas will do their job effectively.
You insist.
Oh, that's just perfect. They're sending more units to attack me, which means they are going to be weak on their defensive side.
In due time.
Oh yes! Oh. Feel the serpent's fire! Consider it torched!
Aim for the head. Take aim. Aim for the head.
Yes, Lord. I obey, my lord.
Blazing torches!
Okay, I think I'm done with their first base, so I guess I'll take a little backup with me for the next one.
Yes, Lord.
As you wish, if you insist.
As you command.
On target. Point and shoot in my sights like a bullet.
Moving, Master.
In a flash. Going.
I serve, Master.
Right now. Okay.
If you insist. As you wish. Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much set. Let's see how well it goes.
If you insist. As you wish.
Try not to get burned.
Yes, my servant. For you, my lord. I serve, Master. Most grateful. I obey, my lord. For you, my lord.
With pleasure.
Yeah, it didn't go as well as I planned, but let's try to make the most of it.
I serve, Master.
My sights. Take it. them! Ravage them!
Oh wow, look at that, I'm actually done.
Not bad.
We serve the Serpent,
And Otomo's head?
hanging over the gate as ordered.
Good. This necromancer you found, can he be trusted?
As long as we keep killing.
Then he'll be loyal for a while yet. Look here. The scouts report that the wolf have burned the Lotus Keep to the ground. They still control all the high ground and the mining regions.
Yet these provinces are still unclaimed.
The monks have held the eastern plateaus for years. And my father gave the western swamps to the ninja to keep them far away from holy ground. The ninja once served the Lotus, and the wolf have not forgotten it. Their peasants are superstitious and are deathly afraid of the assassins. If the ninja joined our cause, we would be unstoppable.
Still, the Holy Brothers would be good fodder for the front lines.
Perhaps. They keep to themselves and never much cared for my father.
If we allow them to remain free, they might side with the wolf.
Okay, so we already gone through the choice between the ninjas and the monks, and I mentioned that if you want to have Tao to join you, you need to go against your intuition. Which means that if I'm playing as the evil side of the game and the ninjas are considered to be as yin followers as well, I should not pick them. But let's read through it anyway. So we have the Serpent's old friends, the ninja, hide in these swamps, obtain their services to help cleanse the land of the wolf. And now let's move to my choice. The monks continue to resist the Serpent clan, but would be valuable allies. Break their spirits and coerce them to help crush the wolf clan. Okay, we already know what choice I'm going to make, so I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm Alex, and I'll see you guys on the next one.